Hey everyone, Thermal64 here, and today we're back to Balan Wonderworld. Now, there actually is a reason I'm back on this game. The Patapon playthrough is still continuing. I may have to delay the other part for this, but there's a reason why I'm putting this out here. So, a little bit of context. If you remember from Balan Wonderworld, in this game, there is this whole control schematic where every single button, with the exception of the shoulder buttons, does the exact same thing. One thing, which I commonly refer to as the one button game, because it all does the same thing. Even in the menus, it's all the same button, just a controller, and you have to painfully navigate all the way down here. Like, it's not the worst thing, but just the fact that you have to point it out, you know? Anyway, the reason for this video is because there's actually a whole mod. Yes, the first ever mod for this. More as a proof of concept that allows you to jump with any costume in the game. It doesn't matter if the costume does not have the ability to jump or not. Oh yeah, this is one of the glitches I mentioned with this. Ooh. So, the mod itself does have some bugs. I want to put this out there out in the front, like out in the open. It's not perfect, by no means. And I'm not even sure if the modder Lily would continue making this, but what I do know is that this mod is very much a quality of life to what this game has to offer. For example, let me go ahead and show this off in commonly enough chapter 1. Yep, started right here. So let me see. Any costume will do. I'm just gonna focus on the ones that you can't, that you normally don't get to jump with. Like, there's a lot of costumes in the game that does allow you to jump. It's just the combat focused ones don't normally allow you to. Now, because this is a proof of concept mod that is a bit lacking in polish, but again, like, that's not the point of this. So, as you can see right here, tackling bull, for example, all I can do with it is just press the tackle, right? Yes, that's right. You can do two different things on this mod now. And what's funny about this is that there's actually momentum carried from the tackle, obviously because it's not intended to be like this, but like, not only does this allow you to be able to jump and be able to do two things at once, I know, revelation, right? It also allows you to have some momentum on this, so you have a faster way of traveling too. Like, this sounds like I'm making jokes about this, but really, there are things that you needed other costumes to do you can just do normally with a jump. Okay, probably not that, but that's what this is for. Like, this sounds like I'm making something up about this, but this is actually insane how you can just be able to do this. We still have other costumes too. Yes, and you can actually attack in the air. And the timing for this is the same for the sickle. Look at this! Wait, did he grab something? You can use this in the air and teleport. So what happens is that you normally only jump when there's something in the way, like you jump up. But with the ability to jump, you can go even higher. And you could just... This is actually insane, because like, so many things that you have to do in this game have to be done with like specific costumes or otherwise ways to break around it, but just with jumping, I mean literally just jumping, you can just bypass a lot of it. Only thing about this though is that I think I want to see if I can make that. Like, I'm actually like in awe of this right here. It doesn't look like I can make it. See, like, okay, that time I touched it, but you get the idea. Like, you can go much higher on this. And you can go through so much more than what the game already had to offer. Like, you don't need the Balan costume to do all the skipping, or the triple jump for that matter. And this, by the way, is so much more useful than that Act 3 costume. So, like, now you can just boost. Look at this! This is real speed! Yeah, it's a little tricky at the time, but you get the idea. This is genuinely so cool. Okay, let's see if we can get some others in here. Actually, does the Iron Panda allow you to do this? Like I mentioned, I'm still with this. I'm expecting crashes to happen. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm expecting some crashes to happen, probably very frequently. If it does happen, I'll just cut out to where I'm back in the game. I think I'll actually go to the boss and do this, like, cause it's genuinely unbelievable that I can do this. Okay. And because of the jump, you get so much, like, look how much more momentum you do it if you do it on the ground. Okay, you do get a little something on this, but, like, you can do it while, oh my god. You can do some slashes. Like, this sounds like I'm just going over some basic stuff on this, but really, this is like... Actually, can I do this with the wolf? Hold on. Okay, no, the wolf... Any jump actions are pretty much the same. One thing to note is that with the force jump, I'm gonna call it, the force jump mod, you can only do full hops with this. Although, in most scenarios with this game, I don't think there's really a scenario where you need otherwise. The other downside is that because technically it is a different function, the button that you use for the force jump can't be used for the UI. But yeah, this is mostly just something I want to highlight for things that don't already allow you to jump. Actually, I want to see how crazy this is too. Like there aren't too many costumes that would say like that would be like crazy with this mod, but it's like it's just how much of a difference they make with this. You can actually, granted, I don't think there's really a need to really cancel that with being able to jump it. You can break. The force jump allows you to keep flying even if you lose the stamina. That's insane. Let me get the Dawn version actually. Hold on. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Air Unicorn isn't anything different. And you can... Okay, no. Okay, so it does stop you from flying at some point. It does stop you. Except it doesn't, because if you press the force jump button, even if your character supposedly runs out of stamina, you can still keep going. And you can do suction while jumping, so you can actually avoid attacks while doing this. Alright, let me check. So this one's pretty much the same thing, because like it's basically a jump and a float at the same time. Not too crazy on that front. I even said it wasn't going to be too crazy, but let's check out a few more. Like I said, we're gonna test out a couple other places too. Don't worry, we're gonna do more than just the chapter 1, act 1 for this. It's just you can even aim the projectile with well, maybe not aim it, but you're able to jump with it, so you can actually have a little bit of correction, like vertical correction if necessary. You'll be able to jump while doing fireballs like your Mario and Smash. This one I think I have to actually go to the correct chapter to show this off. Alright, let's hope it doesn't crash. Yep. Now let's see if I can get to one of the boulders to be able to push this. Frick! Oh yeah, another, it's right there too. But guess what? Another addition to the jump mod, to the force jump mod here, is that even if you lose a costume that only has 1 slot left, you don't lose it. So you can go back, go to a checkpoint, grab it, and you can just be able to continue from there. Isn't this crazy? Okay, no. Jumping will just cancel it all outright. Is it getting oh, it's getting canceled in midair. That's kind of why. That's kind of why. But you know what? Just the fact that you can do this is still pretty cool. Because if you can time it right, you can go a little bit farther with it. Just a little bit. And you know what's the cool thing? Because jumping does count as an attack for some of these enemies, that means that every costume now has the ability to attack, even the ones that don't really do much. Frick. Actually, can I set this down? Okay, no, you can't do it in the air. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to do everything. Where's the checkpoint actually? Let me go back. Cause like with this costume, I would have to use the ladder every time I even think about jumping. But with this, But with this mod, I don't really have to. So it's like it reduces the amount of times you need to switch. It does reduce some of the effectiveness of the other ones, but severely buffs others, like severely. Actually, can you activate it in the air? And I wonder, if you jump, does it allow you to still have the barrier on? Cause like, otherwise, that's pretty much everything with the game in terms of, Actually, let me see if it even works with the standing still ones, too. Okay, no, you can't activate it while jumping. They did think of They did think of it here, but that's okay. Like, it's not expected to actually work like that. Okay, no, the barrier will still count it if you still try to jump out. Okay, no, even if you do jump, you still can't shoot because you have to be completely still. But like I said, this is still pretty cool that this mod even exists. Ooh, what about this? Wait, if I hold... I didn't think about holding the button. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna crack all the same. I have no doubt that the Balan costume is gonna be, like, broken with this. Almost no doubt. So I'm gonna switch it over to this. Okay, no, you can't fly with this, and you can't activate it while it's like floating. So, and you can't really substitute the force jump button as another command. So, it quite literally only allows you to jump, and that's it. All right, one more thing, and then we'll pretty much get out of here for the video. Like, actually, you know what? No. Two more things. I need to see that costume. I may actually, yeah, I think after this I'm gonna just take it to a boss. Okay, no, this costume still has its limits with the jumps. This is still better than nothing, let me tell you. And this is already an insanely good costume. Speaking of nothing, you can jump while you're in the block form. This is hilarious. You could potentially save yourself from this contraption. Now this one you need something to home into. I already beat those other enemies, so I'm gonna go to the boss of chapter 1 and try these out. Okay, I was able to actually get this to work now, so. Oh wait, I think I actually have to use this. Ooh, don't jump off. You could just break the boss. You could actually just make this even easier. And trust me, the bosses are already easy in the game, so. Nah, we don't have to sit through this again. Alright, it crashed. You know what? I knew it was going to happen if I tried that, but that's okay, because the important thing is that I was able to show off the proof of concept on the video here. Well, not me, but you know what I mean. That the modding possibilities for even Balan Wonderworld are there. There's just people who got to go out there and want to actually mod it themselves. With that being said, while I do think that the force jump mod adds so much more to the game than it does hurt in the case of this being like the crashes and everything. At least for the $20 mark, I would say this would be worth it if you have this mod and it does get like more polished as time goes on. But even with this being polished, I can't imagine it still being worth $60 at that point, because like this cuts down on so much of the backtracking necessary for the game. Like so much of it cuts down on like redundant challenges, like, oh, you have this costume, you gotta find one that has the jumping ability. Like it really does add so much, being able to jump and do the costume's actions, even if the actions themselves are also jumping. With all this being said, I would, like, in the video description, I do have the link to the force jump mod if you want to try it out yourselves. Do keep in mind that there are instances like this where the game crashes, but if you happen to have Balan Wonderworld and wanted to see how it's like outside of the crashes, I'd say this is the best way to do it. So, with all that, this is Artois64 signing out. Thank you guys for watching. I do apologize for the impromptu video about this, but this was something that really caught my attention on this, just like with the Animal Crossing City Folk Deluxe. So, with all that said, yeah, no, I'll just go. I'll save all that for like the actual playthrough. I'll see you guys when we do the Patapon videos again.